Let me tell you about a teacher. I'll call her Carol. Carol is warm and caring. She's been teaching long enough to teach just about anything. She's seen trends come and go and come back again with a different name. She's had all types of kids and just loves when a random 40-year-old will stop her in the grocery store to reminisce about the days back in elementary school. She's good at what she does. And that's actually what makes this so hard. Carol loves teaching. She really does, but lately it feels harder than it used to. Her classroom is louder, student behavior interrupts learning constantly, and she can't understand why her students don't seem to understand how much she cares about the content she teaches, but also about their learning and about them. Now, I've worked with many Carols over the years, and what I've come to realize is that the hardest part isn't even the behavior. It's missing the teacher that she used to be. There's a quiet grief that comes from knowing how good teaching can feel and then not feeling that anymore. Carol teaches in a system where everything is seemingly mandated and scripted. What to teach, when to teach it, and how fast to move. She's always watching the pacing guide, always aware of where her colleagues are, and always worried about falling behind. And here's the heartbreaking part. She knows what engages her students because on the rare days that she does do something creative and fun, she can feel the spark come alive. She can see it in her students' faces, in their genuine engagement, in their smiles, in their excitement, and she can feel that spark in herself as well. And then just as quickly, it's back to the script. Now, over time, Carol has learned how to get through the day, not because she stopped caring, but because detaching became a form of self-protection. She'll roll her eyes at the announcement of a new initiative, nod her head during a staff meeting, and then go home and complain that teaching just isn't teaching anymore. She didn't lose her passion, but she tucked it away so that she could survive. If any part of Carol's story seems familiar, I want you to hear this. This is hard because you're a good teacher, not because you are not one. You're struggling because you care. You and I both know Carol does not need another mandated initiative or some fancy new idea that's just recycled strategies with new jargon. She does not need a new scripted program. And she definitely does not need someone telling her to just try harder. She doesn't need a new program. Carol needs a reset. Carol doesn't need to start over. She needs something that honors her experience and then builds on it. She needs a reset that brings her back to what she already knows is possible. Culture, engagement, social emotional skills. That's how we reset the classroom. Now, somewhere along the way, teachers were given the message that they're supposed to be good at everything, that they should be able to do all of this on their own. Manage behavior, deliver the curriculum, meet every need, and somehow hold it all together. And it can start to feel like you're carrying your entire classroom by yourself with no real support. Or, even worse, you may feel like asking for support, especially as an experienced teacher, means that you're falling short. But teaching was never meant to be a solo act. Even the most capable teachers need support, especially now, especially with all the demands that teachers are facing with curriculum and student needs. Support isn't a sign that you can't do this. Support is how you keep doing it. And that's why I created the Classroom Reset, not to fix teachers, but to support them. One thing I've learned over and over again in my 20 years of working with teachers as I hosted various workshops and courses and retreats is that teachers love to grow with new ideas that fit into what they're already doing. They get excited about that. And they love knowing that they're not alone, that there's someone else who acknowledges their expertise, their passion, and their need for breathing new life into their teaching. The Classroom Reset is a 6-month guided reset experience built for teachers like you. It includes course content that you move through at your own pace, and the real value is the ongoing personalized support that you get as you reset your classroom in real time. It's like attending a workshop live with me and asking me questions and getting in-the-moment feedback and having conversations that feed that spark that's already inside you. Think about it like this. The Classroom Reset is like tending a garden. The course content gives you the tools, the structure, the understanding, the things that you need to know. But the real work of the garden happens over time. You notice what's growing, what's struggling, and what needs something different. You don't rush a garden. You don't force it. You respond to it. And that's what the ongoing support inside the Classroom Reset provides. It helps you tend your classroom, adjusting, nurturing, responding to your students as they are. You're not trying to finish a course. You're creating the conditions where calm and connection and creative learning can grow. With a reset like this, teachers like Carol start to feel calmer. Behavior settles, engagement increases, and teaching starts to feel meaningful and creative again. Without a reset, nothing really changes. The behavior continues, the exhaustion builds, and the joy keeps slipping further and further away. I don't believe you're meant to push through another school year feeling like this. I've worked with my share of teachers over the last 27 years, in the classroom as colleagues, and also in the workshops and the courses and the retreats that I've hosted. And I know that there's a certain kind of quality teacher that never stops learning, but they also shouldn't have to do it alone. You don't need a new program. You need a reset. If Carol's story sounds anything like yours, the Classroom Reset is your next step. And right now, we're in the middle of a flash sale. For just 3 days, you can get inside the Classroom Reset at an amazing discount. Go to theinspiredclassroom.com/reset to check out the latest information and to get your discount on getting inside the Classroom Reset experience. If today's episode felt personal, this is your permission to stop pushing through and start teaching with calm again. You don't need a new classroom. You certainly don't need a new program. You just need a reset. And I would be honored to walk that journey with you. My name's Elizabeth Peterson. Go check out all the details at theinspiredclassroom.com/reset. I hope this episode inspired you, encouraged you, or gave you a fresh idea to try. And if so, I would love for you to take a screenshot and text it to one of your teaching buddies. I'm so grateful that you landed here with me today, and it would mean the world to me if you would leave me a review over on Apple Podcast. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch you on the next episode. This is Elizabeth Peterson reminding you to get inspired so you can be inspiring to your students and enjoy teaching again.